Hi, friends. I'm going to read The Gingerbread Girl by Lisa Campbell Ernst. The Gingerbread Girl. You may remember the sad story of the gingerbread boy. He ran away from the lonely old woman who baked him, as well as many other hungry characters. His dash through life was ended in one greedy gulp by a sly fox, pretending to help him cross a river. This is the story of his younger, wiser sister. A full year had passed since the lonely old woman and the little old man had lost their gingerbread boy to the devious fox. They were even lonelier than before. "Let's bake again," said the little old man one morning. "But what if the same thing happens?" said the little old woman. "I couldn't bear the loss." "Let's make a little girl this time and decorate her with lots of candy. Surely a sweet little girl wouldn't run away," answered the man. Do you think that's true? So they mixed up the dough, rolled it, and cut it out. They dressed it with many candies as they could fit, and completing the cookie with an amazing hairdo of licorice whips. "She is so sweet," gasped the woman as she slid the cookie sheet into the oven. While the lonely woman and the little man stood by watching the oven, they talked, remembering their gingerbread boy's short life. "He never should have run away. He never should have trusted that fox." As the new cookie baked, her mind woke up. I don't know if you can see that real well. Oh, yeah. Okay. Her mind woke up and she heard everything. Sweet or not, she thought, things will be different this time. When it was time for the cookie to be done, the little old woman and the little man ever so carefully cracked open the oven door. Bam! Out jumped the gingerbread cookie, running toward the door. The little woman screamed, "Stop! Stop!" And the little man came running, but the cookie was already out the door and headed down the same path that her brother had traveled. "Here we go," whispered the gingerbread girl. The man and the woman chased after her, but she sang, "I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread girl." As the gingerbread girl dashed along the path, she came to a group of farmers working in the fields. The aroma of fresh baked gingerbread caught their attention. "Wait!" the hungry farmers shouted and began to run after the gingerbread girl. She laughed and called, "Hey, farmers, don't bother. Like my brother, I'm fast. Run all you want, but I've learned from his past. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread girl." Further down the road, a pig came into view. As the gingerbread girl drew closer, her candy sparkled in the sunlight. The pig squealed with joy and tried to take a bite, but the gingerbread girl was too fast. She leapt over him, singing, "I can leap past Piggy like all of the others. The story will not end like that of my brothers. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread girl." On down the path, she came upon an artist. "A masterpiece, good enough to eat," the artist said, and reached out to scoop up the gingerbread girl. With some fancy footwork, the gingerbread girl zipped past, laughing. "I can outrun this artist like I outran the pig. I am one smart cookie, despite this wild wig. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread girl." So now she has the little old woman, the little man, the farmers, and the pig chasing after her. And the artist will join the chase. Farther along, the gingerbread girl passed a cow with her calf, who mooed happily, "Mama, I want a cookie to go with my milk." But when the cow tried to catch the gingerbread girl, she soon found herself running behind, listening to the gingerbread girl call, "Chase if you want. I'm faster than you, although you have 4 feet and I've only have 2. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread girl." A dog walker was crossing the path with 3 dogs. The dogs barked happily, seeing a tasty treat headed their way. But as the gingerbread girl sped past, the group was soon in line with the others, hearing, "You're joining the chase, the more the merrier, but no one can stop me, not hound, not terrier. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread girl." Now, the path ran past a school. The children were out for recess and feeling quite hungry. Sounds of cookie were coming across the playground. The gingerbread girl waved to them as they all joined the chase with their teachers, and they sang, "I know that it's snack time and you want a sweet. Come follow along and you'll soon have a treat. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread girl." Finally, the gingerbread girl came up to the same river that her brother tried to cross. Who should be waiting for her but that devious sly fox? "Hello, my pretty," crooned the fox. "I was afraid, a friend of your brother's. It looks like trouble runs in your family. Do let me help you cross the river. Just jump onto my tail." The gingerbread girl shivered and then sang in nearly a whisper, "Do I have your promise for a safe ride to shore? You won't drop me or eat me? That's all I implore." The fox chuckled. "Ha ha ha! I promise, my sweet little tidbit." And the gingerbread girl gingerly climbed onto the fox's tail. Okay, now prediction means that we're making a guess, not just a willy-nilly guess, but we're using the schema we know about stories, and we're going to make a guess or a prediction about what's going to happen next. So in your journal, I want you to turn to page 13. It's going to be the first page in your journal that has a gingerbread girl on it. Okay, and I predicted that the gingerbread girl the fox would eat her, just like her brother. So I drew a picture of the fox, convincing her to get further and further up to his snout, like the gingerbread boy, and that he would eat her. Okay, so I want you to stop and make that prediction. So pause me and make your prediction in your book, and then continue listening to the story. The instant the gingerbread girl climbed onto the fox, he dove into the water, ready for a fabulous feast. "Ooh, the water is so deep. Move on to my back," he insisted, thinking this cute cookie was even dumber than her brother. Anyone could tell by looking at her that she was kind of an airhead. The gingerbread girl did what she was told. "Oh, that's a good little girl," the fox said with a snicker. "Oh my, the water's deeper. You should move onto my head." Are you making that prediction? What's going to happen next? No sooner had he spoken those words than the gingerbread girl leapt into his head, pulling off a strand of her leathery licorice hair. With the expertise of a ranch hand, she triple-looped it around the fox's snout and tied it with a half-hitch knot. "You're right," she whispered in the fox's ear. "I am good." The fox snarled and struggled and strained, thrashing about, but the gingerbread girl hung on, turning him back towards the crowd, riding the fox like a bucking bronco. The gingerbread girl whizzed past singing, "He'll run and he'll run with a leap and a twirl. Come follow me. I'm the gingerbread girl." Boy, my prediction did not come true. I predicted that the same fate would happen to her like her brother, and she would get eaten. But she outsmarted the fox. The awestruck crowd followed all the way back to the lonely old woman and the lonely old man's house. The gingerbread girl rode into the kitchen. She secured that fox and jumped onto the table. And she said, she measured and mixed with a leap and a twirl, singing, "I'll bake you some more. I'm the gingerbread girl." The old woman and man quickly joined in to help, having a hungry, happy houseful to feed. From that moment on, of course, they were never lonely again. And what of the fox? Well, the gingerbread girl was eventually able to teach him some manners, using gingerbread crumbs for treats. Most days you can see them riding across the countryside and hear a small voice drifting in the breeze. We'll run and we'll run. With a leap and a twirl, I outfox the fox. I'm the gingerbread girl. All right, my friends, so that is how we do a prediction. Not all the time is our prediction correct. We use schema from the story, and in a lot of our gingerbread stories, the gingerbread gets eaten by the fox, or at least gets outsmarted and is eaten at the end. So this story is a little bit different with a twist. All right, so I'll see you tomorrow.